I am Tiffany Numis, the program developer for the African American Chamber of Commerce, and we are here for the April Policy Focus Forum, Philadelphia City Council, a legislative review. We are here to learn about the political landscape in Philadelphia and also to focus on the City Council race 2011. We're here to educate our members on the issues, and we're also here to educate them on how legislation is put in place.
Hi, my name's Cindy Bass, and I'm a candidate for Philadelphia City Council's 8th District.
I'm Greg Palmier, and I'm running for City Council in the 8th District in the Northwest section of the City of Philadelphia.
My name is William Bill Durham. I'm running for Council in the 8th District.
How you doing? My name is Isaiah Thomas. I'm a candidate for City Council at Large. I'm actually the youngest Democratic candidate for City Council at Large, looking to be the youngest member in Philadelphia City Council history on May 17th.
My name is Howard Treatman. I'm also a candidate for the 8th District City Council seat, and that's the Northwest section of Philadelphia.
Does anyone have any thoughts or kind of initiatives that they plan to enact if elected for minority business development, minority business promotion, minority business funding?
If you're familiar with West Philadelphia, when they redid the L project, what we had at the end was we had, pretty much all of the businesses, most of the businesses were gone, closed down, and these were small businesses, minority businesses that were no longer in operation because of the way the project was done and the fact that, they weren't able to maintain and be open because of the street closures. Customers couldn't get to them. They weren't able to stay in business. So the piece of legislation that I actually had introduced and would be a legislative priority for small businesses is a piece that says whenever we do transportation or any sort of infrastructure improvement project, that we actually make sure that we do some sort of tax relief for the businesses, particularly on the business privilege tax, whether it is a reduction in the tax, a deferment of the tax, or just removing it altogether if and when possible.
Each district council person in the city of Philadelphia has $1 million above and beyond the other dollars that they have leverage on to spend in their district how they decide they want to spend it. I would use the majority of those dollars to renovate abandoned houses in the district and thus create the kind of jobs that employ small business people, that employ the kinds of folks that need employment right in the neighborhood.
I would like to see the financial institutions become more friendly toward people that want to start small businesses, even to the point of creating some type of training or some type of way to make them eligible for loans, make them eligible for opening up small businesses and encouraging them to do so. I don't think that exists to the extent where people feel real comfortable in trying to start a business. All you hear about is all the barriers to starting businesses. So I think that we need to get to our financial institutions. I think that we need to get them to start encouraging business and train. If I can't, if I'm not eligible now, how can I be eligible in 6 months?
On my website, I have a comprehensive economic development plan posted. There are 2 points that are directly responsive to your question, however. One initiative I call for is an exemption for companies making less than $100,000 from business taxation in Philadelphia. Those are small proprietors. Those are sole proprietors. There are so many creative entrepreneurial people that I've encountered who want to open their businesses in Philadelphia, and it is a daunting task to initiate a business in Philadelphia and to do the accounting that's required and to bear the tax burden that's required. Small business is the quickest, most direct way to jumpstart job creation, so that's one initiative that could directly help that. Another initiative that's responsive to your question is I'm calling for opportunity zones in our key neighborhood retail corridors. So in the 8th District, a good example would be Germantown and Shelton. So we're talking about creating incentives for investment and jobs right in the heart of our communities, and would really foster business creation right in the heart of our communities. The last point is just, it really goes to the constituent service part of being a district council person. There are initiatives out there that are designed to foster and nurture minority business creation. Those programs need to be linked with the people who need those programs, and the people who need the programs need an ally, a partner who's going to link them up with the money, the training programs, and the resources that will help them get their start.
Positions on paid sick leave, small businesses having to guarantee paid sick leave.
I do believe that employees deserve sick leave. I think it's fundamental that somebody not feel like they have to come to work if they're sick. I don't think that's healthy for anybody, for the workplace, for the individual. And so I do favor it, although it does have to be applied in a creative manner. We don't want to put businesses out of business. In the same respect, we don't want people coming to work sick.
If Philadelphia goes it alone on sick leave, we will lose jobs in Philadelphia. The energy that's being devoted to this issue needs to be applied statewide. We need to be in sync with the state, push this issue through on a statewide level. We don't create a competitive disadvantage for Philadelphia. If Philadelphia goes it alone, we will lose jobs, and I'm most concerned about making sure that people in Philadelphia have a job. And I think the tremendous energy on this issue is better placed in our state legislature.
I actually agree with what Howard just said. I do think that the concept is excellent. You know, it is not just for folks to feel like they're forced to go to work when you're physically incapable of going to work, and also you could possibly put your coworkers, or if you're working around youth, your constituents in danger as well. So I agree with the concept, but I just think that when you're looking at the pretty much the economic catastrophe that we're facing right now, specifically in the city of Philadelphia, I just think that the timing really needs to be experimented with, and we need to analyze the long-term ramifications surrounding putting a bill like that into place right now when we're in need of jobs.
I have a slightly different perspective. I was raised by my mother. She was a single parent, and if she didn't go to work, she missed a day's pay. And she went to work sick many times, and it took a toll. I know that side of it. I also am very sensitive to the fact that the #1 issue in the city of Philadelphia right now is jobs. We need to create jobs. We need to keep employers here. We need to make sure that we have a healthy employment base, a workforce, to be able to do those jobs. And so I think that we have to have a council that is thoughtful on the issue and understand both sides of it, and is really willing to find ways to compromise on the issue. Most employers provide some type of leave, whether you call it sick leave or some other type of leave. I think that this is something that can very easily be negotiated and should be discussed further.
We're looking at so many different issues that we're adding onto the pot. It's a rubber band ready to pop, and we need to stop adding on to problems right now and adding on more ideas that we can't afford, right, and that hurt business. So I think it's something that we definitely people deserve, but I think it's something also that we need to be very careful as we move. We're moving at a pace, right, that's too quick right now for the other issues that we have going on.